Hello, family and friends. Welcome back to this wonderful space that we share. Thank you for blessing me with your presence once again. My heart is beating so fast from the excitement of the message that I am going to share with you today. Well, it is about thinking about your kind thoughts, emotions, and actions. Let go, breathe, and renew. In the previous video, we learned how chronic stress can cause our immune system to become weak. Now, we need to discuss how to manage our minds to think positive thoughts, as every action starts with a thought. You need to empty the bucket. What does that mean? It means rethinking your life, being honest with yourself, and humble enough to recognize the things that are causing you stress and pain. Our mind cannot work in our favor when it's filled with a heavy load. I know you may be experiencing physical or emotional pain and feeling hopeless, thinking it will never get better. But I submit to you to send that self-destruction mentality. I was there in a coma in a hospital bed many times, unable to recognize my own mother for several months. And it took me a while to understand that we were not created to suffer. We were created to be loved. Finding a way to imagine a better life is the first step making it happen. Managing our thoughts and emotions is a skill that we need to learn. First, we need to recognize that our thoughts and emotions are part of our experiences, but not the whole of it, and they may not be truth. Our mind is our greatest asset and a battleground. We can focus on positive thoughts that make us feel strong and hopeful and that bring us joy and excitement, or negative thoughts that lead for the emotions of stress, frustration, fear, loneliness, and sadness. You get to choose. Let's start with your habits. If you're waking every morning to watch the news instead of praying for the gift of another day, you're not priming yourself for no good. Leave the news for other people. Believe me, if there is something important to know, you are going to hear it soon enough. Another bad habit is listening to negative people. They never have anything good to say. As a matter of fact, you need to eliminate those kinds of people from your life. If it's possible, I hope so. It doesn't matter who they are. Family members, friends, boyfriends, fiancés, or bosses. Jim Rohn used to say, negative people corrupt good character. There is no relationship, friendship, or job more valuable than your peace of mind. You need to protect it at all costs. Let me tell you something that you may not like it. If you're surrounded by negative people, it is because you don't know your worth, and you need to build an unbreakable confidence. Here is the most powerful statement and reason why you should feel worthy. You're so worthy because God created one masterpiece of you. There's no one like you. You're so unique and you need to embrace it. You are a child of God, the Lord of Lords and King of Kings. Yes, we are imperfect, but that doesn't make you less worthy. Imagine if God made you perfect. What will be nothing for you to work on? How are you supposed to become a warrior without fighting the battle? I will mention a few things that are very important to build a strong mindset and character. Revise your weaknesses. Don't hide them, or you won't be able to overcome them. Accept and embrace your whole being. Make a list of your weaknesses, but most importantly, make a list of your strengths and use them to elevate you with greatness to the point that your weakness will diminish or even disappear. You don't need to search much because everything that you need, you already have it. You just need to rediscover your true self. We all came to this world equipped to live a meaningful life. We just need to look within. We have been blind by the lies of fears. Now we need to clear our vision. Your worth comes from God, not from the opinion of others. So please, if you're dealing with people-pleasing issues, let me remind you that even God can't please everyone. Some people pray for rain, while other people for a dry, sunny day. You must change your perception of life to embrace your entire being, to relieve yourself from the prison of your thoughts and becoming empowered by them. Life is not about what is happening to you, but the meaning you give to what are experiencing. Life is not what is happening to you, but how you respond to what is happening to you. Nothing can define your life without your permission. When failure meant failure, I felt worthless. When failure meant growth, I felt empowered. When loss meant loss, I feel hopeless. When loss meant gain, I feel encouraged. Remember that God doesn't make mistakes. Take all your burdens and trust in Him. Your faith will starve your fears. Now, how are you going to use your pain? What do you want your life to be representation of? I'm going to share with you something very personal about my beautiful mother. She lost to her son at the age of 31 between ages 16 and 20. As a result, she developed rheumatoid arthritis. She was highly medicated with pain, and eventually the joints in her hands started to deform from her fingertips, wrist, and her whole back. I don't know anybody who has suffered for so many years from all kinds of pain like my mother did. I also never met such a strong woman who despises her pain, focuses entirely and fearlessly on God. Her character was loaded with compassion, unconditional love, courage, kindness, and grace. She lived a life showing her passion for God, caring so much about others and giving gratitude in such an effortless way that it was hard to understand. She would not complain about her pain, but always care for the others' well-being. She focused on the reward of going to heaven, to be reunited with her sons, which kept her living peacefully during sorrows. She went to rest in peace 7 years ago, today before my birthday, leaving a great sadness and a hole in my heart, but she also left a legacy that I honor deeply, that I will always carry until I'll be reunited with her. I learned through her the power of faith. I developed a feeling of gratitude and resilience. Her suffering had a purpose, and so did mine. With a clear vision from God, I'm so in love with my mission to bring you a message of hope and guidance. Now let me ask you, what is your purpose? What do you need to do to elevate your life? Do you need to close some doors or windows and enter others? I will tell you a short story about this lady who had a very high position in one of the largest banks in Canada, more specifically in Toronto. She was diagnosed with lupus and hidden her health conditions for years. As work, she said she wanted to keep looking like the strong woman in charge of a large team where were mostly males. Until one day, she couldn't hide her health issues anymore. She surrendered to a change. She understood that she didn't have to be in control anymore, paying such a high price. So she let her go. She moved to a small town outside Toronto to pursue her dream, which is writing books, kids' books. And now the books are bestsellers, but most importantly, she claimed that she changed her career path through so much happiness, peace, and meaningful life. Her perception of having lupus changed from limitation to expansion, and that was a game changer. I invite you now to be that kind to yourself and use the following affirmation to prime yourself every morning or at any time you need to lift your spirit. I won't see lupus as a form of limitation, but as a way to expanding my view on everything else. I will live as a lupus fighter, not a lupus victim. I have lupus, but lupus doesn't have me. Please take time for renewing. We need daily renewal of our mind and spirit to be healthy. And how do we do that? Be grateful, look around you, and acknowledge your God-given gift by God, praying an open heart and welcome your upcoming blessings of healing, prosperity, peace, and love. With an open heart, say, God, I pray that whatever circumstances that I face, the life when I don't understand, when things are happening the way they are, I may remember that you are not breaking me, but you are making me. Thank you so much for watching, and from the bottom of my heart, I bless you and I'm sending you all my love. See you in the next video.